Hi! Today I'm going to be showing you the glue tip. Now the glue tip is a really neat tip that basically allows you to either parent all objects to one specific slot, or to bake them down into one singular mesh, or to bake them down into one skinned mesh. Now let's start off by creating some stuff. So we go into smooth mode, and I'll use the dev tip to create new 3D model box. And here we have one box. Then I'll duplicate this box. And now we have two boxes. All right. Next, I'll make two more boxes over here because we're going to use a different mode with these ones. All right, so for the glue tip, we go into our dashboard, for which I have to enable private UI. There we go. So here we have our dashboard. Then we have to go into Tools in Resonite Essentials in the inventory. And the 5th tool from here is the glue tool. Now we double tap to spawn it out. Click onto it to select it and equip it. And now we have the glue tool. Now by default it spawns into parent objects mode, which you simply just hold down trigger and drag, and that then simply parents the objects together. Let me disable private UI real quick. Then if we just use our dev tip here and we inspect these, you'll see that there's actually a glued parent now, and this glued parent here is keeping both of these together. Yeah. Now this obviously can also be achieved by simply manually pairing the objects together, but this is also automatically making it so that if you grab them, they're both grabbed at once. Now, for the next mode, which is the Bake Meshes mode, if you click and drag again, or if you want to be a bit more precise, you can actually just go in here, open the inspector, make a new parent, select the other box, just as if we were doing it before with the tip, so that the boxes are both beneath one hierarchy. Then we re-equip the glue tip, grab the box parent here, and press secondary, and it'll bake these two together. And instead of being one mesh now, they are now two meshes. So if we inspect this again, you'll actually see that this is called box parent baked. If we look at the actual static mesh here, you'll see it has 48 verts and 24 triangles. Or you can just grab here and see that, oh, yeah, they're just the two boxes. They also use the same material, so the material has been merged to one singular material ID, which means that both of these boxes render at the same time now, whereas these two here do not render at the same time, because while they use the same material, they are different meshes. But if we simply go back to Bake Meshes mode, drag from here, you'll see the inspector disappeared because that slot actually doesn't exist anymore. And if we use the dev tip on these now, after dragging like this, you'll see that these also are now joined boxes. All right, so next we'll actually look at something else, which is over here. I have a little avatar. Now this little avatar has clothing and body parts that are all separate. So we'll just go into in here real quickly, go to centered root, and then root node, and here you'll see a folder called body pieces. Now these have like the plates on here, miscellaneous stuff like the hair, the hand claws, and so on. Spikes, like for example, if I enable this, you'll see there's a bunch of spikes all over. But we want to make this a bit more ideal, so we want to make sure that everything that's disabled is gone, and anything that's enabled stays there permanently. So we just grab body pieces with our glue tip, we swap to Bake Skin Meshes mode, and we just press secondary. Depending on how complex the mesh is, that might freeze you for a second, because it has to join all these things together. And now if we go to body pieces baked here, and we grab this, you'll see that it actually contains all of the rigged meshes that we just baked together. And if we go down, you'll see that here's actually the individual blend shapes that we previously had as part of the individual ones. Now, these ones here obviously would have to be set up with a Visine driver now, because previously I had them disabled, so they weren't set up yet. But as you can see, this now is just one armature and one skin mesh renderer. It's using two materials though, because it's using this material here and this material here, which is for the clothing and the body. But yeah, that is everything you need to know about the glue tip. There really is nothing additional here to know. I hope this helps you in optimizing your stuff a little bit. And I hope you have a nice day. Bye.